Hello, good morning, everyone. Can you guys hear me? So if you can hear me, just drop it in the chat box real quick, and let me share the links out again. So good morning, everyone. If you can hear me, just let me know. And quickly, let me share the link. Yeah, good morning. I can see someone typing. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, good morning. So as you are joining, always like the live. It's gonna help push it out, and other members are gonna see it. Other traders like you. So as you are joining, always like the live. Just give it a like. Other members will see it, and they always join. So just a minute, let me share out the link real quick, and I'll begin. So let's begin. I believe my screen is clear and everyone can hear me clearly. Now, first on pair I'm going to check out is on BTC. I guess I already dropped what I have on gold. I'm also going to check again and show you how I got my setup. Now on BTC, I told you guys yesterday that this market is selling, and if it's selling, there's a level it's going to likely get to. On getting to that very level, there's a chance of it reversing. On getting there, there's a chance of a reversal happening. And if you watch, we marked out this weekly level that very day. You can see this weekly key level. That's why I marked out yesterday when we were live. Now, you notice BTC has gotten there. There's a chance of BTC actually reversing. But someone is saying analyze GBPUSD. You don't tell me what to analyze. Now, BTC has gotten there. There's a chance of reversal happening. So it's like if you keep selling, you might hit stop loss the first time, then before you now change your bias. Right, that's what happens. If you keep selling now, BTC, we took a sell yesterday. If we keep selling, we might hit stop loss. Then once we hit stop loss now, people will now change our bias. So on a lower time frame, you're gonna see where it goes to is an actual order block. This very order block right here. You can see where it got to right here. And what do we expect? A change of character, right? A reversal. If it actually gives that reversal, gives that change of character, then we can expect it to start buying. So overall, my bias has changed on BTC. You won't see me looking out for sell again, but very likely I'll be looking out for buy. Why? Because of where it goes to, and this is a reversal zone. Now, my change of character is gonna be on a lower time frame. And if you watch on the lower time frame, it's giving a clear sell setup. It has this other block using this high as liquidity. Right, there's a chance of it buying and then dropping, buying to get in and then selling. But since it's got to this major reversal zone, I would consider this very sell. Right, I won't open on a sell, but instead I'll watch out and then use this high as a change of character for me to start looking out for buys. This is a change of character, but it's like an internal change of character. The major change of character is gonna be this extreme high. Right? So that's what I'm watching out for on BTC. A change of character, then I can start looking out for buys. If it does not give a change of character, this is a POI, like I said. A POI using this high as the liquidity, right? Using this high as the liquidity to start selling from this very POI. But my bias is now more of looking out for a change, then I start looking out for buy. If it fails to break this high for a change of character, then mean it's gonna get here and start dropping. And if it starts selling now, I'm gonna start looking out for sell. Right? But for now, I don't trust sales. Instead, I'm meant to look out for buy. And now another thing is this. Once it gets here, it's gonna sell for some time because it has a clear liquidity, is a POI. So on getting here, it's gonna sell for some time. But this sell won't make it drop because of where it got to. So clearly there's gonna be a change in direction of this BTC. So let me mark it out and then drop. On BTC, I won't consider selling, but instead I'll wait for it to give a change and start buying. Or if it doesn't give that change, I can continue selling. But I'm gonna drop it as a message. So members who are looking out to sell, we see how it is and then we correct themselves. Like I said, if you are just joining, always like the live and then subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. Right? Give the live section a like as you are just joining. Right? If you guys don't like it, I might just stop it. Now, on gold, I dropped a bias this morning. Buy, and it was how I caught on gold. Now, overall, yesterday, I told you guys our gold was gonna get here. This is a POI I marked out yesterday for a possible reversal zone. Right now, on coming down, gold actually goes there. On getting there, it gave a change of character. Now it's currently doing a buy reversal. So since it's a POI for reversal and it's currently giving buy reaction, that's a break to the to break of structure already. It's not likely very much bullish. So my POI for my buy, since it has gotten here, it's breaking structure to the upside. I'm now considering a buy. Now I can't just jump on a buy at some random point. My POI for my buy was around here. This is a break of structure to the upside. Right, this is a break of structure to the upside. Then it has another one. This is another break of structure to the upside right here. So these are two break of structure that has happened right here. So gold is very much now likely bullish. That's why I'm taking my buy from this very level. Buying from this 15-minute time frame breakout block. You can see the breakout block right here. This last blue candle, buy from there using this low as the liquidity. Is giving about 126 pips stop loss. I'm taking my buy like this. Right, so this is what I have on gold, and this is what I'm watching out for on gold. Once it comes down, we buy from here. On a 1 minute time frame, I don't think we'll find any setup. Right, no setup on this gold. So I'm gonna just patiently wait for this my major setup to come and activate. Right, I won't force any setup. I just patiently wait for this my setup to activate. Someone said, how do you mark out your possible reverse? Go through my YouTube video, learn from it on from my other YouTube videos. Now, on GBPUSD, I already dropped a gold chart on this Telegram. And obviously, I already dropped for my students. Now on GBP USD, I'm still bearish on this market. Why? Because there's this level I marked out that's not gotten there yet. Right? There's this on POI, this very one I marked out, that's not gotten there. So there's a chance of it still selling till it gets there. Right? Is an order block, the POI on the higher time frame, right? A weekly and a daily time frame. So it has not gotten there. So I'm still gonna expect sell till this GPUSD got there. And if you watch, I have two POI marked out. First, I have this closer one. You can see this horizontal line I marked out right here. This is the first POI I've marked out. Then the second one is this higher one, this 2 hour time frame order block. So I have these two POI marked out. And me personally, this one is closer to the price. Somebody saying, what if it sweeps the IRL? IRL. What's the meaning of IRL? I can't tell what you mean by IRL. Now, like I said, we have this two PO and GBPUSD. This one is closer to the price. I'm gonna likely take it from this closer one because it's closer to the price, and this one is pretty far from the price a little. So there's a chance of it respecting this closer one and continue dropping without coming back to that high extreme POI. Right, so there's a chance of it respecting this very POI. So this is a POI I'm gonna first consider. If it has liquidity and if it has everything I need, then someone is saying internal range liquidity. What if it sweeps the internal range liquidity? Was it on gold? Were you talking about gold? And someone said, thank you. Same thing. Much love. Congratulations on your big purchase. Yeah, you're welcome. Now on GBPUSD, you can see this is a PO I'm gonna likely take this very sell from. Right, this is the PO I'm gonna take this sell from. It's a 2 hour time frame order block, though it's not clear on this lower time frame, but on the 1 hour time frame it was clear. You can see it as a 1 hour time frame order block. Right, so this is a valid POI. I can easily watch out for a sell around. So this is a PO I can actually watch out for a sell around. So on a lower time frame like that, it doesn't have any clear liquidity, right? But currently it's creating this very high, of which I'm gonna clearly watch for it to take out that high as an engineered liquidity. I believe you guys are seeing the reason why I'm not considering that higher POI. We have another POI at the top. That POI is also very much valid. But this one is closer to the price. And if it has liquidity, this is a best POI to take a trade. Right. So I want it to maybe go down a little. Then once it comes back, I'll take a sell. So my target is just 4RR. My target is just 4RR. And we're risking about 29 pips, almost 30 pips stop loss. All right, someone said that the person said I was talking about gold. I'm gonna check and then get what you said. Boss, what time frame do you mark reversal zones? I said go through my YouTube video. I explained that in my YouTube video. Bro, analyze USDJPY. Now, this is what I have on GBPUSD. So I'm gonna drop this view for you guys, and then let's see if it will come back to activate us and then go as we are expecting. Those that are here now, you guys now see, and you guys saw why I'm using this POI. But if I drop the message now, you're gonna see a lot of people asking me useless question, right? They'll keep asking me question. How did you use this very POI? Why are you using this very POI? They were not here, so I'm not gonna answer any question. So GBP USD, is a sell limit. Just a minute, let me type it out and then drop. The entry is given about, the entry for this sell limit is about 1.32276, 1.32276. Then the stop loss is about 1.32529, 32529. And this trade is given about 25 pips. So it's about 25 pips SL. Take profit. You're gonna type it out from the image, so it won't waste time. Then it's for you to risk wisely. And it's from the 30 minutes, a 2-hour key level, right? That's a long week order block and a 1-hour time frame order block. Right, it's a 1H OB. So let's see how this is gonna play out. GBPUSD is bearish. If you notice, I'm not looking out for buys on GBPUSD for now. I'm looking out for sell because it's bearish. And for me to start looking out for buys, I want to see everything or the bias changing, right? Everything present, that's a change of character before I start looking out for buy. If not, I'm going to keep selling. And clearly it's giving some sell reaction. So the liquidity is already sufficient enough. This liquidity is already enough for it to respect this POI. So the POI is now valid and everything is now complete with the strategy. I'm not using that higher POI because it's far from the price. Price might not get there before it to sell. But if you decide to break out, hit our stop loss, then I'm going to consider selling from here. So let's check. All right, someone was asking a question on gold. Right, internal range liquidity. Internal range. Is it this one you were saying? I don't even know what's internal range liquidity. Have you heard it from me? Did you hear the internal range liquidity from me? Now let me drop this. Let me drop this on BTC. You can see what I said on BTC. Right, you can see what I said on BTC. So BTC is currently now buying to look for buy. Don't sell BTC. Wait for a choke to look for buys. So you can see what I said on BTC. You can see the aggressive buy that is happening on BTC because of where it's got to. That's why this buy is happening, because of where it got to. If not, I would have still continued my sell. So these are things you need to know. And from my YouTube video, you can easily learn them. But I'm dropping on the normal. It's only my student that will get this. On the normal, if I was not on this very call, it's only my students that will get this information. Me telling them not to sell BTC, wait for a choke. I will only reply them on the group, right? Nobody will know, none of you will know. So these are the benefits you also get from me. So this sell from here is gonna likely get stop loss, gonna likely get hit because of where it's currently buying from. So wait for a choke and then start looking out for buys. Right? Wait for a choke and then start looking out for buys. All right, so let's go on. So I've given you, once you give the choke on BTC, we'll start looking out for buy. We'll also update you guys where I'm entering and everything. Then gold, we already have our view on gold. GBPUSD, we already have a setup on GBPUSD. Then USDJPY. Let me give you what I'm expecting on USDJPY. Now on USDJPY, yesterday I was bullish. Right, today I'm still gonna be bullish because it's still buying and it has not gotten to any level for me to start looking out for sell. right? So I'm still very much bullish on this market. Then if you watch the 4-hour time frame, we have different POI right here. We have this long week POI. We have another POI at this lower price. You can see another one right here. This very one is where the price is really respected, right? So we have different POIs around here. Let's go to the 2-hour time frame. 2-hour time frame, you're gonna see we have this other block. Then this is another one right here, and the next one that is gonna be clear is this low right here. This is a long week as an order block on a 2-hour time frame. I can indicate it. An order block on a 2-hour time frame. Then let's go to my entry time frame. Let's see how they look. So this 2-hour time frame order block is now an actual order block on a 2-hour time frame. Remember, we marked it out as a box on a 2-hour time frame. Right now, on a 15-minute time frame is now an actual order block. So this is a valid order block. Why? Because it had this low as liquidity. So it had this low as liquidity. So it's a valid order block. Now, if you also watch closely, it also has a higher order block around here. You can see I already marked it out because I already did analysis on this very market. So this very POI now is closer to the price. And let's see if it has liquidity. So this is not a clear liquidity. But I won't consider this as a clear liquidity for this POI. Why? Because it's not going to provide sufficient liquidity for this market. So it's not a clear liquidity for this very POI closer to the price. Right. So what I'm going to do is to wait for it to come back to this lower one. This lower POI is where I will consider buying. As a view. But if you watch those that have been asking USDJPY, this closer POI is a nice POI. If the price decides to come down, it's an order block. If it decides to come down, create additional liquidity, then you can buy. I'm gonna buy from here. Ours is a 5-minute temporary order block, and me personally, I Yeah, can you guys hear me now? My network disconnected before. I don't know why it disconnected. Just reply in the chat box if you can hear me. And yeah, it was my network. Exactly what used the breaker since we got another. Reply in the chat box. All right, someone said we can hear you but can't see. Check if you can see it now. Check if you can see it now. All right, someone said we can, we can, we can. All right, so let's go on. So, like I said, if you are just joining, always like the live, or always like it. Now, give me what I'm expecting on GBPUSD. Then on UJ, like I was saying, this is a valid POI, right? It's a valid POI to buy from, but I'll confidently take it from this lower one. But if it's coming down and then create engineer liquidity, right, I will buy from this very first one. So both POI here, they are valid. But this one does not have a clear liquidity, right? So it's gonna be once it forms the engineer liquidity right here, then I'll consider buying from this very POI. But if not, this is the POI where I'll just set a buy limit order around. So I'm gonna just drop it as 2 POI. So I'll just drop it as 2 POI on UJ. Then you wait for my entry. So we already have 2 limit orders set. So 2 POI on USDJPY. So I will drop my entry for you guys. If this higher POI creates liquidity, then I will comfortably go over, look out for that very POI for a buy. But if not, it will just be this second POI. Right? It will just be this second POI. So just a minute, let me share this out and then we'll go on. All right, so this is what I have on USDJPY. Those that have been asking USDJPY, see what I'm having now. This POI is valid, like I said. So you can decide to set your buy limit order at this POI. So BTC, like I said, BTC is gonna sell, right? Clearly, since it's a valid POI, that's everything. It's gonna likely drop. Maybe drop to this breaker, then start buying. I don't trust the sell. It's not the trade that will risk it. That's why I'm not in. Right. So we have about 2 limit order sets now. Let's see how those 2 limit order are gonna play, and then we have our gold limit buy limit, then GBPUSD sell limit. Let's see how those ones are gonna go about, and then we'll make money today or we'll take a loss. All right, so someone said, why don't we use a breaker? Let me know which breaker are you talking about? Which of the pair, which of the markets? Exactly. Why not use the breaker block since we got another BOS? So the person asking why not use a breaker, which currency pair are you talking about? So I'm trying to set my own limit orders. The person saying why don't we use a breaker? I don't know which currency pair you are referring to. Okay, someone said on GBPUSD. On GBPUSD, I'm using a 1 hour time frame order block. Okay, maybe you are referring to this breaker. This breaker has already been respected, if that's what you are saying. Notice it. Right, the breaker has already been respected with this move. So it's not a zone I will consider again. All right, someone said which POI, which one is your POI on BTC? I already told you I have not gotten any POI on BTC. I'm still watching it to give a change. Right, it does not give a change, then I'm just waiting. All right, you say on UJ. Okay, do you mean okay? There's a breaker around here. This breaker is closer to the price, and let's see if it has liquidity. You can see this extreme high. That's the breaker block. So let's see if it has liquidity, and then it has liquidity. So this is on this USDJPY we can easily start buying from. You can see it right here. But I don't know if USDJPY moves this way. If it was on BTC, I would take it back from this breaker block. But I don't know if this is how USDJPY react. But this is a valid POI. You can easily watch out for a buy on. Those are trade USDJPY. This is a valid POI, a breaker block POI. But me personally, I want to risk this. Right? I won't risk this. And why won't I risk that? Because this is not how I trade UJ. You tend to not respect it if I trade it this way. Believe you guys got what I mean. It tend to not respect it if I trade it that way. So I'm gonna comfortably take it from here. Hopefully gold activates our trade before buying. There's a 1 minute time frame order block right here, but no clear break or structure to the upside. So I won't jump in on the buy around here. So let's just patiently wait for what I have. Let's just patiently wait for what I have and then see how it play. So take care, guys, and those are my view. Those are my expectations, and If you wish to join the mentorship class, there's a link in the description. Just click on the link to join. In dollars, it's about $40, 40 USD, and in Naira, it's about 50,000 Naira. You make payments and you'll be added to their groups, and you can start learning. And also, you can go for one-on-one. We also offer one-on-one section, so you can also pay for one-on-one. And take care, guys.